Hello Nate, it's so nice to finally be on your channel. My name is Ebaide. I'm a Nigerian who recently moved to Kenya. I got here and decided this is a nice country to do some van living, and I decided to buy a 1987 Nissan Vanette, which I'll be giving you an extensive tour of. I'll be telling you what motivated everything I built, like why I built my toilet, like why I built a tiny kitchen. The sand is very hot. Anyway, let's do this. Meet Daddy. He's a very old man who has come to this life to teach me some serious life lessons and has been doing it effortlessly. And I will tell you everything I did. I bought the van as a shell and did a lot of building. The last 3 months of last year, 2022, I spent them building out my van, and today I live in it full time. Let me show you. I'll start by talking about everything you see at the entrance. At the entrance of my van, you'd see this partition, the graffiti. This is peculiar to Kenya. If you are familiar with their commercial vehicles called matatu, you'd see graffiti on it, and I thought it made a lot of sense to put graffiti in my van as I am in Kenya anyway. I am Nigerian, as I'd said before. This is our flag, green, white, green. So I decided to make Africa green, white, green to signify that I am Nigerian. This graffiti is the map of Africa. It has everything Kenyan, the African safari. When you come to Kenya, what is in your head is to go for safari. You see lions, you see elephants, giraffes, and so on. And I put some artifacts, African artifacts, and so on and so forth. Why did I decide to put a partition? There was no partition when I bought the van. I decided to put it because this is not something I've done before. This is my first van that I'm building and living in. So it was important to me not to always feel like I'm in a car. So it was important that I put a demarcation between my house and my car, and so the partition. So here is my kitchen. Because I have a very tiny van, it is actually tinier than it looks on video because my GoPro actually makes everything big. It is very tiny. Because of that, I was like, I needed a kitchen where I could put everything and not feel like it's so small. So I also wanted a kitchen that doesn't scream kitchen. So instead of putting the regular faucet, I put the USB faucet here. So this is the socket that is connected to the faucet. I charge through this socket. This is to cover the kitchen. Ouch, let's do it again. This is to cover the kitchen cabinet, the kitchen top. Oh god. And when I open it, I have my sink, but it is usually only open when I want to cook or do something in the kitchen, which seldom happens because I've been buying food a lot. Not that I am rich and it's making me broke. Anyway, so yeah, that is my sink.
I'm Nate Murphy, and I have literally just bought this van to show you how to build a van. We have made a really detailed course which will help you go from this to this. You will learn everything you need. We help you specify your electrical system, and you'll be able to access a community all building their own vans at the same time.
So here I have my plumbing storage, but because it's really scattered now, I won't be opening it. So when I want to cook, this is what I do. I can use either one of these drawers. I bring this out. Put it here or here or down. And when I want to use my gas cooker, this is basically what I do. I lift this up, put it here. Hey, God, and I have my gas cooker. And I can do the same thing for the drawer down. So yeah, that's how I use my kitchen, my indoor kitchen. I have 2 kitchens because I'm so gangster. I have 2 kitchens. So yeah, I'm going to show you the second one later. But for now, this is my indoor kitchen. Let's arrange again because I live in a van and I'm always arranging. So, moving on. We've got my storage that is high, very short, but yeah, I have my food in it, mostly canned food, because I'm always eating canned food when I don't buy food because it's so expensive to buy food, but it is so hot on the Kenyan coast and I can't cook all the time. So yeah, my canned food. And we have the kitchen sticker. The kitchen sticker is not anything serious. They are not tiles, it's just paper that you remove the back of it, stick it there as if it is as if they are real tiles. And yeah, I have my tiles. So yeah, this is my kitchen, and that's it for the tiles. And now it's time to move on to the toilets. So this is the toilet. This cushion has many purposes. It serves as a chair, it serves as an extension for my bed, and it serves for the sunset spot on the roof. I remove this to access my toilet, open this up, and here is my toilet. Why is it bent? This is how it works. We had to cut it 3 times so that it would be the same height as this wood, because I wanted this wood to be the same height as my bed, so it can be an extension for my bed to make a queen size. We cut it such that it would be the exact height of this, because this is the actual potty. So when I want to use it, I just open this and sit on this. Opening this is optional, but I only open this when I want to clean it. I bring it out of here. In this green thing, I only do my number 1, and it's going to be with bags. In Dubai, we did this camping where there was this pine pellets. You can store your waste for 3-4 days. It never smells. And so the idea is to lace this with pine pellets and then put my bag there, because sometimes I'll be camping. It's not everywhere I can dispose of urine, and seeing as urine even smells more than poo, so that's why I'll be needing them. I'll be putting the pine pellets all over inside here so it doesn't smell, and that's the idea of my toilet. And I turn it back to a chair. What should we move on to? The bed. Now, the bed can be made in 2 different ways. Let me show you how I make my bed. Shall we? Yes, we shall. So, this is a toilet. This is an extension for the bed. This is a chair. Let me tell you how it's an extension for the bed. It raises up here. Then the drawer comes out. And that's the bed. And when I put these 2, 1 and 2, and put my bed sheet, it makes for an L-shaped queen-sized bed. That's my bed. I also make it in another way when I need it to be longer, because this way is I'm 5'11". I can only sleep diagonally when I put the bed like this. But when I want it longer, I do this. And this makes for, this is my full length, my full size. And yeah, this makes for a full-sized 6 feet bed, I think. So that's my bed. Thank you. On the sides, I also have marine board, just like the ceiling. And the idea of the whole grooving on the wall, the lines on the wall, was just because I needed people to think that I put different woods together, tiny pieces of wood to make the wall. But in truth, it's just one straight wood that we groove, that we put lines in. Here we have just plywood, I think 6 millimeters, 6 or 9, I can't remember now, millimeters of plywood. We have 6 millimeters of marine board here, and at the back we have 9 millimeters. If you look closely, you'd see that there's an overlay here just after the sticker. So that makes for my walls and ceiling. Then for the floor, it's waterproof tiles. I truly don't know the name of the tiles because they were given to me by the company that built the van. But yeah, these tiles are waterproof, such that when I put water on it right now and try to clean it, it gets dry immediately. I'm so in love with the floor. But the problem I have with the ceiling, if you look closely, I'm on the coast. I have molds. I've begun having molds, and it is a huge problem for me because I have to find a solution. No matter how I clean the outer part of the molds, because I think there are molds inside the wood, it's just so hard to get rid of it. If you have any suggestions on how I can get rid of the molds finally without having to bring down every piece of wood, I would really appreciate it, because I really don't want to have to bring down every piece of wood. So that's one of the things I don't like about the build. So here I have my storage units. I have 6 compartments, 8 if you may, because there is another one just over the wheel, but it doesn't house many things, so I don't consider it storage. I put some things there anyway. But there are 3 compartments, 1, 2, 3. The one in front is a drawer. The one I use to support my bed is the only one that opens in front, because there's a toilet in front, and then there's my gas cooker on the other side anyway, so I wouldn't be able to open it, so I didn't make it openable. So the one in the middle is the one I access, and to access the other 2 on the sides, I raise the front just like this. This has my clothes, my outdoor kitchen, which I'm about to show you in no time. So this is what my bed looks like. on a good day that I don't want to stretch my leg, and then it looks the other way on a bad day when I want to stretch my legs. So yeah, let me show you my outdoor kitchen. It looks something like this. Ha ha! Let me bring my gas and show you. When I want to cook outside, which I do more times than indoor, because the part of Kenya I am right now is the hottest part. I was in cold places, and then I was like, I love being by the beach. So I was like, let me sweat a little. So I came to the coast. Now I'm condemned to only using my outdoor kitchen, which is still hot as hell. But do I have a choice? No, it's not every time a girl has a lot of money to buy food outside. So yeah, outdoor kitchen. This is heavy. So it looks something like this. Then this I put under the van when I'm in a good mood. And yeah, this is my outdoor kitchen. This is where I get to cook most of the time when I cook. And when I don't cook, I am found eating out. So yeah, my outdoor kitchen. Thank you. Let me show you my electrical system that I don't know too much about. It's right here. I've got my battery, my inverter, my charge controller, and everything is connected to the solar panel up. It's a very simple connection, just the inverter connected to the battery. I also connected my car battery to everything in case I want to use the car battery in case this battery is low or there isn't enough sunlight to charge it. So that makes for everything electrical. It is very, very short and precise. Yeah. So connected to the electrical system are my lights. I have only two. These, and there is one under the kitchen cabinet. I have two light switches. This one and the one connected to the kitchen cabinet. And I also have two sockets, this one and that one. Then I have one in the front that I seldom use. I would love to tell you about the sunroof, but before I do that, let me tell you about the windows. The reason why I had to get a sunroof was because I blocked every window. I removed the glass windows and installed metal sheets, and then cut this window in and put in these bars so no hand can enter. So even if you were to spy, you can do nothing because you can't even put your hand in. So yeah, this is my window. I have another one on the boot door. Yeah, just two windows, and that was why I needed a sunroof. So this sunroof was taken from a Honda Civic. It wasn't the exact size or dimension of the van, so we had to do a lot of modification to fit the ceiling. It was more curved than the van itself, so it was a lot done, a lot of silicone, rubber, and so on until we got it right. And yes, we did get it right. This is my sunroof to support the windows for when I'm cooking, for when I need more ventilation, and so on and so forth. So this is the sunroof switch. We got it from a car chair, and then we connected the wires to the sunroof. So when I push it backward, the sunroof goes, and that's it. So this is my sunroof switch. Now I think it's high time I showed you what my sitting room looks like. I have a full house, a full 1-bedroom house. I have my bedroom, my sitting room, my toilet, my kitchen, my rooftop. Tell me what anybody has in a conventional house that I don't have. Nothing. So yeah, let me show you the sitting room. But first, I want to show you how I crawl into the sitting room when I don't want to go out to access my sitting room. And it is through this place. Ow! Ow! I crawl in, and well, I am thin enough to be able to crawl in comfortably. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it is amazing. Why is my bag there? Okay, so the sitting room. Here's my beautiful sitting room that I did a lot of modification on. The van was bought as a shell, as a very, very ugly shell that I transformed into what this is, into a beautiful sitting room. This is beautiful in my face. I don't care what any other person says. So yeah, this is my sitting room. I put this over the dashboard. I didn't do so much about the dashboard. I didn't do a lot of modification. It still looks more like it was when I just bought it, except this one. I have a music system that I don't get to use so often because it consumes too much battery. So I do prefer using my smaller Bluetooth music system in the bedroom. But yeah, I have it and I'm keeping it. The chairs were made. This leather was put on top because what was there before was an eyesore. The leather on the doors were installed. This was done by the same company that did the build at the back. It is all scratched now because, well, my van has been a constant patient in the doctor's place called mechanic. Now, this is my steering. This was installed as well. I bought this over this, and I think that is all about my beautiful sitting room. Let's move on to the rooftop. So here's my solar panel. It is just 60 watts. It's the one connected to the battery, and it is mostly for charging my phone, charging my laptop for work. Then my sunroof is here. Yeah, this is all about it. Nothing much. This is the wood that extends from inside. Then I have my sunset rack. This is for storage. This is for chilling by evening with my bed extensions. So when I put both of them here, I sit on it and I have a good time in the evenings. I remove all this rubbish storage. Yeah. And I think that's all about the rooftop. Yeah, that's all about my rooftop. So for the outer part of the van, everything got changed because, as I said before, it was a shell. I installed new bumpers, new headlamps, parking lights, new wipers, new side mirrors. The windscreen was taken from another car to this one. The one there was broken. And yeah, that makes for the outer part. For the tires, I bought new tires. I decided to retain the rim because I was told that I could only upgrade to 14. This is 13, size 13. So I decided to maintain that because the 14 didn't make a significant difference. And if I decided to move to 14, I would have changed the rim and the tire. That was unnecessarily expensive. So I kept the rims and decided to change the tires. So why did I decide to build a van and start living in it? Because I'd always wanted this utmost freedom. You know, there is this, it takes away from everything when you have to pay for an apartment somewhere and still go out and pay for Airbnbs while traveling. It just made sense to have that thing I could take everywhere and call a home. And that was why I decided to start living in a van. I have some things I would rather not have done in my van build. I have some things I would rather change. But this is my first van and I am really happy about it. If I were to give an advice to other people who want to start living in a van or alternative living, I would say be sure about it because it's not a lifestyle that's for everyone. Be sure about it and make the most of it. Have fun because this doesn't last forever. This is just an aspect of my living, of life that I am enjoying, exploring now, and I am making the most of it. This is fun, this is freedom, this is great, and I am having the time of my life. If you want to venture into this, be sure about it and build out something that works for your lifestyle. If you want to follow my journey, you can find me on Go Ebaide on YouTube and go_Ebaide on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching and bye.
You may have noticed that you can buy our ebook. Our ebook shows you how to build a van conversion. It has 190 pages of text, diagram and images showing you various options of various systems. It also comes with 25 videos that show you hands-on how to do many parts of building a van. Also, we have a course. The course is really in-depth. It shows you everything from how to use basic tools all the way through to doing your gas, your water and your electric installation. Not only that, but within the course, we support you hands-on in making your electrical specification. And you get to join a community of like-minded van builders who are building their vans at exactly the same time. Follow the links to find out more, and thanks for watching.